During the CCP shutdown, our nation has had significant events that tell a lot about our state and federal leaders. While Americans complied without question at first, many are now questioning the competence of their elected, appointed, and career bureaucrat officials. Financial concerns have been prioritized and mitigated. Actions have been implemented. Unfortunately, the priorities have not included protection from state agency exploitation of small business through fees, bills, and other state agency requirements for participation in commerce. Also, issues with scams and predatory bad actors have significantly increased as a result of federal stimulus being available. Speaking of stimulus, all American small businesses and entrepreneurs who did not have working credit relationships prior to this situation are excluded from eligibility for the stimulus by and large. This puts America's smallest operators in devastating peril. Those businesses that have been quality of life-centric operations for their communities are being wasted by the lack of competent state and federal response. By analyzing the responses and the areas lacking response, it is easy to conclude the winners and losers being picked by our representative agency establishments. Winners are those who had previous ties with state and federal funding and contracting. Losers are the community, quality of life-centric businesses that interface most directly with populations. This will have lasting negative effects on the future of American freedom. While federal establishments cooperate with states for a 360-degree response, each state is exercising constitutional sovereignty to mitigate risks. The severity of risk is directly correlated to pre-event globalist activity density for geographic areas. States that enticed foreign activity with tax and regulatory preference are experiencing the most drastic effects from the CCP event. The same states are also the highest tax states for citizen populations. This evidences how policy preference for foreign operators is a burden shifted onto American citizens, an externalization to the detriment of state citizens' pecuniary abilities. Interestingly, the states who have decided to pander to non-American entities are also in the worst financial situation for their budgets. By having prioritized global economies, these states have placed bets on foreign companies to offset the depravities forced on their citizens. Now those bets have been called, and they were wrong. States' policies that denied Americanism are now proving to be dead weight, and the socialist agendas exhibited in policy are most prevalent in these same states. The golden nugget is that Americanism is our nation's greatest tool for mitigation, recovery, and sustainment of quality of life. In one word, liberty. For citizens, has proven to be the character trait of those states that have best handled this situation. As we plan for the future, it is paramount that we incorporate the ideals and virtues exposed upon so clearly in our nation's founding documents. The Constitution is our lantern for all time, and those leaders who chose to circumvent the law of the land have been evidenced incompetent at best and traitors at worst.